Hey, welcome to this G.I. Joe toy review this week. And this is a month I've been waiting for the last 6 months to start doing. Um, this is a very special month. This is March and known for Women's History Month. So for this entire month, I will be doing Women of G.I. Joe and Cobra for Women's Month, Women's History Month. But before we get to our first week, which is Scarlett, the G.I. Joe counterintelligence officer, let's make a special shout out to the Back to the Media store right on 41 South Loudon Street, where you can buy, sell, trade any video games, vinyl records, vintage toys, and more. Go ahead and check them out. Um, so let's go ahead and look at Scarlett and starting off with her file card, which is a very interesting file card. It really goes to show how tough this girl really is. Says counterintelligence, codename Scarlett. File name O'Hara Shauna A. Primary military specialty intelligence. Secondary military specialty classified. And birthplace is Atlanta, Georgia. And her grade is E5. There's see kind of a little side note where Larry Hama will refer to either people or little side jokes where you can see Atlanta, Georgia, Scarlett O'Hara and Shauna uh, M, which actually refers to, you know, Scarlett O'Hara's character in Gone with the Wind, which was all placed in Atlanta, Georgia. Catch a little more of this highlights. You can catch ACC and 4BX257 with your Scarlett for more of that unique history in it. Her text reads, her father and three brothers were all martial arts instructors. She began her training at age 9 and was awarded her first black belt at age 15. Graduated advanced infantry training and ranger school, special ed covert ops school, marine sniper school, special air force service school, marine taekwondo symposium, qualified expert in M14, M16, M1911A1, M79, M3A1, M700 Remington sniper rifle, Mac 10, XK1 power crossbow, throwing stars, goatee clay bar. And the quote at the bottom says, Scarlett is confident and resilient. It's remarkable that a person so deadly can still retain a sense of humor. Now, okay, in the top paragraph, you see some little hints. Scarlett's original this file card is like the original with the infantry and ranger school training, and the uniqueness is that was printed in 1984 or 1982, and the first class of Ranger Marines was graduated in 2015. So this really shows an impressive. Larry Hammer really shows the importance of women in the military here with this file card and how women are very battle ready. They could be a permanent mark in the military as well as men. So let's take a look at the rest of her accessories, where she comes with as a typical GI Joe figure stand for all modern era figures. Upraised cover logo with the foot peg, codename Scarlett on the front, and she also comes with her M1911A1 auto pistol or 9mm, whatever you choose for this to be, because it looks like a cross between the both. And she also comes with her typical uh, XK1 power crossbow, which is technically like two separate pieces that attach together. Very neat little crossbow. So let's take a look at Scarlett. Look at the sculpt on Scarlett. Unlike the vintage counterpart, where you actually could see the hair is a separate piece, where you could actually have her ponytail. which I think is pretty cool. Um, she's got her typical, usual tan and blue leotard. Looks like a gasconade right there on her shoulder, with her with the tan, with the blue sleeves, blue under, blue collar, turtleneck, tannish, or greenish belt that goes all the way around. It is removable. Has a sculpt pistol right there on the side. The arrows for her crossbow. And coming down where you can see the blue legs of her leotards. There on the one leg, she's got a sculpt of a knife right there on the leg. Come down with like tan boots. So let's take a look at the articulation on Scarlett. With the where her head can rotate 360. It does get kind of hindrance with the ponytail. And her arm goes up to there. Can rotate 360. Got a good bend at the elbow. So you can rotate at the elbow. And so you can also swivel at the whole gauntlet thing she's got going on. With the ninja stars on the gauntlet. And the other one's bare. Typical T-hook at the legs. Oh, and she does have the ab crunch feature. Her legs can spread about there. Leg can kick straight up. And just like the roadblock in the version 2 gear, and Destro in this version 1 gear, she has a single bend at the kneecap. Swivel at the rocker at the ankle, as well as she can rotate her ankle at 360 degrees. And unlike the her vintage counterpart, she actually does have holes at the bottom of her feet to go into the foot pegs. Because the original vintage one didn't have holes for the foot peg or for her to stand on anything. But that's the look of Scarlett, so let's take a look at her battle ready. Here we are with Scarlett fully battle ready. She made her first comic book appearance in issue number 1 of G.I. Joe, the Real American Hero. Her first animated appearance was in G.I. Joe, the Real American Hero, aka the Match Device 5-part miniseries, part 1, where she was actually flying the All Striker, the Air Striker. My thoughts on Scarlett: really badass woman, very important to the G.I. Joe team, the first lady on the G.I. Joe team, the original of the one of the original Green 13s. You know, very important to the G.I. Joe universe. I don't know anybody that actually does not like this figure or this character. If I had to rank her, I'd rank her as a top tier figure just based on how important she is. She was also in every form of G.I. Joe media that there ever was. The movies, the animated movies, the cartoons, both Sunbow and Deke animated versions. Every major G.I. Joe comic book there ever was. If it's any kind of media that Scarlett could be in, she was in it. For vintage reviews, you can check out Hooded Cobra Commander 78H channel, where he does a good version of good video of this figure, as well as Form BX257 also does a good review on Scarlett, as well as Joe Fan 82 does a good review on Scarlett. I'd like to thank everybody for watching this week, and as we continue on with Women's Month, like I said, I've been waiting for this month for the last 6-7 months now. But next week we will do Cobra's leading lady of the Baroness. So tune in next week and tune in for the rest of March as we go over the women of the G.I. Joe universe. See y'all next week.